I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that you have. I don't know if it is, if you can just say if it's commitment or conviction, what it is chiropractically. I grow in areas that I feel I'm led to grow, and then you just have a way of just putting me back to center. And I just, for me, that's valuable. So, but there are so many things that I don't know, and I've got a bunch of questions here and things that I really want to know. And this is just going to be genuine, sincere questions of picking your brains, thinking that the information that you can offer, whatever you offer, may have some value to other people who choose to watch this. So that's just where it's at. So first off, for people who don't know you, and I know there aren't many, what's your background? You know, I know you, but what's your background?
Well, I always like to answer that question by telling you what the most important aspect of my background is as far as I'm concerned. And that is when I was 2 years old, before I was even conscious of what was happening to me. My dad and mom, who are not chiropractors, heard some chiropractor, who became my chiropractor, by the way. His name is Dr. Leonard Phipps in Toledo, Ohio. Tell them why they should have themselves and their family under chiropractic care. And it made sense to them. Neither one of them had low back pain. Neither one of them had headaches. So when I was 2 years old and my older sister was 3 and my older sister was 5, we got under care and we went to see Dr. Leonard Phipps once a month or so, just as part of growing up. Not for any particular problem. And after that, when we moved to somewhere else, Koch, Ohio, we saw Dr. Kleinknecht. And then when we moved to New Jersey, we saw Dr. Ahuba. Basically, what happened was my parents got me under chiropractic care for the way I think chiropractic care should be used, which is part of their family health care strategy. My dad was also a big prevention reader, and so we ate foods, you know, and when we did get sick, we kind of figured out how to let our bodies be sick instead of fight it all the time. So I wasn't a big cold remedy user, or when we got childhood diseases, we just had childhood diseases. So I was raised that way. I didn't even know that it was any other way you'd be raised. So first thing, I've been a chiropractic patient since I was 2, since before I was even aware of it. I just grew up thinking, I can remember even before I became a chiropractor saying, well, why would you go to your chiropractor? You go to chiropractor to get your spine checked so that you could get adjusted if you needed it, so your body could work better. I mean, it was just like the simplicity and the purity of the impression I had of what chiropractic is has been with all my life. That's the foundation of what I do in chiropractic. As a matter of fact, I think the biggest tragedy that we're going to have in this profession is by the time this profession no longer creates the opportunity for patients to have that experience in their life. However many back pains or headaches you could possibly help, if you don't have the opportunity for people to get under care as children and be raised more healthy because they're under chiropractic care than they would have been otherwise, I think we will have lost what was valuable to me in chiropractic. Then after I started college, at some point I dropped out of college because I was going to college just because that's what you did after high school, and I hadn't really decided what I wanted to do. And since I was paying for college myself, it didn't really seem to be a good deal. So I dropped out, looked around, actually decided I wanted to work with bodies and people and touch, and I became a massage therapist in preparation for becoming a Rolfer, because I had met Ida Rolf, the lady who developed Rolfing, and I had gotten Rolfed. And I liked it. So she said, to become a Rolfer, you're going to have to get a license to touch people, and you can do that becoming a medical doctor, dentist, chiropractor, psychologist, massage therapist. And I said, okay, I'll become a massage therapist. I did so, but this was in the early 70s, and massage therapy was not really a very viable career because half of your clients confuse you for a male prostitute, basically, pretty much automatically. So I didn't like that profession, although I liked to do a massage. So then, about 1975, I wake up one morning and I say, why don't I think about becoming a chiropractor? I never thought in my whole life about becoming a chiropractor because I'd always just been a chiropractic patient. It was in the background, you know. When I went through college, I found my chiropractors in Sarasota, Florida, and got checked. Moved to New York. I was still just as, working there, found a chiropractor, got my spine checked. 25 years old, I say, why don't I become a chiropractor?
Could have had a V8.
I could have had a V8. Yeah, really, very much. It was sort of like that. It's like the little light bulb went on. And I thought about it, and I said, yeah, absolutely. I like working with my hands. I know if I'm a chiropractor, I'm going to be a free agent. And I didn't have any of these things like, well, I wouldn't want to become a chiropractor because that's not a real doctor, because it's like, I don't want to become a real doctor because the only time I'd ever gone to medical doctors was when I was hurt, had stitches. And I understood that, but that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a chiropractor that kept people healthy by adjusting their spine. Same thing that happened to me. And so then I just headed down the path.